groups of people. Are they in the room with us? Oh God, it's so long. Was any of that necessary? Oh my God, I forgot about Layla. What are we doing? Wow, it is quite pretty. Let the kid in here. Hello, once again, friends and gamers. We are still in the Valyria Mirage. Did not think we would be, because there's 2 more side quests that give primos that I kind of want to do. I'm not even gonna lie, especially this capturing light and shadow. But I think we're gonna start with returning Curios just because it's like first on the list here. I originally wasn't planning on doing these, but I think we will just because I'm intrigued. So I will read the description for Returning Curios again. I did read it at the end of the last Genshin video we did, but we're gonna do Returning Curios, and maybe we'll do some of Capturing Light and Shadow in this video, but I'm assuming that we'll have to do them in 2 separate videos. Anyways, we have to go talk to Adia. Following Paimon's sage advice, chests of hidden Mora, gotta find them all. We're not gonna talk about that reference because I have beef with the reference. Not the reference itself, but beef with the reference it's referenced. Anyways, I've ranted about it on Twitter already. I was not able to buy a Squishmallow. Anyways, you and Paimon decide to visit Adia again, just to make sure you didn't miss any points of interest within Valyria Mirage. This turns out to be perfect timing, as Adia has prepared something unique. I do really want to talk to Adia though, because I really want to find out some more of the lore behind her as a, what is it? Oceanid, as well as the former Hydra Archon. I feel like if we're gonna find out any of that information and how she ended up here, it would be from this quest line. So that's kind of why I'm prioritizing it over Light and Shadow, even though Light and Shadow gives more Primo gems. It's not a ton of Primos either. It's like 20 and 30 respectively. But I mean, we're going into a new area. We're going into Fontaine, and I love the Fontaine look already. I love all the various historical and artistic inspirations they're taking for some of the looks of these characters. I love a circus concept as well. So as much as I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to pull for Linny, I probably will end up pulling for Linny. Just genuinely, I probably will end up pulling for him is what I'm thinking. Obviously, my pull video is already out. I am really excited to record it in a couple of days. However, I think we're getting a Zhongli rerun. Can I check that here? No, I'd have to go to the actual webpage. Never mind. I think Zhongli's getting rerun in 4.0, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's A.L.I.S.O.N, and then, oh no, there's the second phase is Child Zhongli. And I'm kind of thinking about maybe pulling on that banner, also to get Femine. So, is Kokomi there? Kokomi and Kaya? I want to talk to them. Oh God, wait. Oh my God, everyone's here! The speaker says, your attention please. The choo-choo cart area has reopened as well after the repairs. Please challenge the choo-choo cart arena at the northwestern side of the canyon. Did we already do that? Northwestern. Yeah, we did that already. I did all those in one of the other videos. Bird, thanks, Kaya. Look at all these little groups of people. Okay, what's up with Kokomi and Kaya?
You didn't plan on taking the shell back with you,
Oh,
Miss
the way he says that. Oh my God. I was thinking because they both played in the TCG tournament, right? Kokomi won her round, but Kaya lost. And there's Adia over here. I had no idea where Adia was, but she's over here in the little booth, like Catherine, living out her Catherine dreams.
No. I think it's better if it stays here.
I didn't know they had voice lines. I don't have to read.
Sesame Island has something new to treasure.
Oh, what do they have to treasure?
And slowly but surely,
What is it?
people are seeing progress in pursuing their aspirations.
Is it just freedom? They're treasuring freedom?
Where it can protect this puddle door
Oh.
and the dreams of all who journey through here.
Oh. I was like, this is half my team right now. Wait a minute. Kokomi and Kaya. It's gonna be my team going into Fontaine because I actually am planning on bringing Kaya into Fontaine. Just because I really like the outfit, and now oh, it looks so nice with the wings. Stop. Now I want to use him more. So we have Lessig, Eula, Klee, and Kale over here. So what's going on with this conversation?
Go to village and take a slight detour.
Oh, they're figuring out how to go back.
Able to see Caravan Rebot
Oh.
and Parks the Eye on the way to Samiro City.
Kale's planning a little way
very good.
back for them that looks pretty.
Planning to do any souvenir
I'm covering
shopping
Lessig,
along
but
the
it's
way?
fine.
You
He's
can
just an NPC.
focus on buying the gifts. I'll
He's just
carry the
Lessig.
bags.
He's
Don't worry
just
about the
Lessig.
weight. I can handle it.
Aw.
As long as it's nothing too gigantic, I'll fit it in the bag.
So they can go shopping.
Calm down. How many people do you think we'll be buying for?
Eula.
Albedo.
Oh, souvenirs.
Razor. Ooh, and
Y'all,
Fiona and
this is
Mona
cute.
Official?
Klee.
What's that look for?
Nothing. So, Klee, what are you planning to buy for everyone?
What is she gonna buy?
Sensational
Aw.
flavored candies and big Honkai Castle.
That's really cute. She wants to get little souvenirs for everyone.
Loads and loads of storybooks
Oh,
for everyone.
how cute.
Haven't decided what to get for Mom yet.
Maybe
There's no rush.
flowers? I think
Let's see
she'd
what
like
they've got.
flowers.
And if you're still unsure, we can help you.
Because don't they have, I remember we
Yay! Thanks, you two.
like imbued a flower with dendro in the desert or something for a world quest, and what it did was made the flower be able to grow in the desert, so it kind of like almost made it like a fake flower but real. What if we got one of those for Alice? I feel like she'd like it, just even the gesture of like a little flower from Klee, her daughter. So now we can talk to Adia. I don't think this will be voiced, but we have another. Oh my god, it's always radishes. Oh my, there's another one. Okay, hi Adia. Do I have to read this? It looks like it. So, she says, I was wondering where you two might be taking a stroll. Let me see. A melody of pure water sings and twists around you, accompanied by the energy of gracefully dancing dewdrops. You two seem to be in good spirits. What do you say? Are you interested in sampling more of the delights of the Valuria Mirage? I am today, Idia. I am. Paimon says even Paimon didn't imagine that Idia would start speaking more appropriately. I liked her before. She seems like a different person. Wait, is she a different person? Are you another creation of Idia? Is that why they put her in the booth as like a nod to Catherine? That would be so funny. Idia says my body has always been my own creation. All right, that's enough talking about bygone days. Paimon says Idia seems much more lively. That's so wonderful. What were you talking about? Yeah, what were you talking about? I don't know either. Sampling of the delights of the Valuria Mirage? Question mark. Yeah, maybe there's a huge trove of treasure. That would be fun. I want treasure in the form of lore today. That is what I want. Paimon says, exactly. Great minds think alike. We'll want to explore every nook and cranny of a mysterious place like this. Chests of hidden mora? Gotta find them all. So Adia says, aha. I mean, truly appreciating this place, not just wandering around it. Though, if it's treasure you're interested in, why not give the Returning Curios project a try? It's an old tradition of our newly revitalized Valuria Mirage. Paimon says, returning curiosity? No. Why hasn't Paimon heard you mention this before? We didn't ask. Simple. We had other stuff to do. Idia says, returning curios, as the name indicates, refers to the multitude of fantastical items that have been swept into the vortex and funneled into the Valuria Mirage. I thought we got in through the bottle. Isn't it Bottle Land? This project goes back many a year. Originally, a veteran adventurer stopped here and was deeply moved by the scenery. Have we met this adventurer? Are they in the room with us? It goes without saying that my hospitality helped considerably. Okay, Adia. Anyway, he buried his most prized possessions in the place that touched him most deeply. Those were his mementos. 3 pocket watches made of mora. Dang, that's actually kind of cool. Before leaving, the adventurer left a poetic cipher and asked me to tell it to later guests, to see if they could find it. Paimon says, watches made of mora? Sounds shiny and valuable. Adia says, I don't know how valuable they are, but when I mentioned it to later guests, they were even more excited than Paimon. They swore to retrieve the treasures left by that adventurer. Unfortunately, though they searched the whole Valuria Mirage, they were still unable to find the treasure trove hidden by the cipher. But in the process of searching, many guests began to relax and enjoy themselves, and lost all traces of the nervousness they had when they first entered the Mirage. Though they never found the adventurer's treasure, they found the idea fascinating, and chose to leave behind their own gifts in the Mirage, burying their stories and entrusting me with their care. That's fun, I guess. I mean, it's like the friends we made along the way, the real treasure, yeah. It's kind of that vibe. In the end, though I never expected this, it has become a sort of tradition here. I keep accidentally moving my screen instead of clicking through in the dialogue. I don't know why, but it keeps happening. Anyways, this is Returning Curios, deciphering ciphers to reveal the treasures of guests past, and then passing down our own stories. What about the watches? Adia says, now that you mention it, what did happen to the watches? I only remember the stories he wanted to tell. What was the cipher again? Give me a moment. Let me check to see if there are any records. Paimon says, Adia! Didn't you promise the adventurer? You need to be more reliable. So she says, don't blame me. It was ages ago. Mood. There's been so many guests since then too. Just stories upon stories. How can anyone expect me to memorize everything? Anyway, it's not about the value of the treasure or the watch, but the stories hidden inside the treasure. It's the friends we made along the way. Yes, that's it. As long as the stories live on, treasures and such are just the cherry on top. What do you think? Would you like to join the tradition of returning curios? After all, the special memento you leave will be retrieved by someone else in the far future. Oh, wait. What if the one a long time ago was Ether? What if it was our brother? Put a pin in it. Am I reading too far into it? Maybe. Maybe. Anyways, Adia says, imagine how that person will react to seeing your story and the memento you choose to leave behind here and now. It's really fun, isn't it? I guess. It's even more fun if it's our brother. Paimon guesses it kinda makes sense. Leaving gifts and secret messages behind for strangers sounds interesting, and solving riddles to look for hidden treasures makes Paimon giddy. Ideally, we'll also get a ton of Mora while we're at it. Yeah, after all, a gem ringed with gold is much prettier, and my romanticism needs a reasonable reimbursement. Sure, Adia says don't sweat it. According to the rules of old, each guest can hear one cipher and find one treasure. Do we have to pick one then? As you're my special guests, I'll give you 3 tries. Okay, so we get to do all of them. Each cipher matches one of the treasure troves. And besides the stories told by each memento, there's plenty of Mora to be found as well. So Paimon says, good, that's perfect. Paimon doesn't know how impressive this mysterious adventurer was, but they couldn't be better than us, I guess. Let's help continue this tradition too. We can bury a story here that belongs only to us. Then we can think about what memento and cipher to leave while we search. I think we should leave the Lue Archon Quest story. I think that's the most fun. I do think that might be the most fun. Adia says that it's settled. Right, listen carefully to the first cipher. A sweet mist permeates all, gazing toward the dancing lamplight. I almost forgot to breathe. In the end, memories of childhood guide me, and I take my seat beside the table in peace. It sounds like perfume, right? Okay, Adia says, the returning Curios journey has begun. Remember the cipher, try hard to solve it, and locate the treasure. I don't remember any of the words, but I'm hoping it'll tell me where to go. The cipher mentions sweet mist. Oh, it tells me where to go. Doesn't that refer to being hungry and wanting to eat something? We'll find something if we search some restaurants. See, I was thinking perfume for sweet mist. Like Bath & Body Works Sweet Pea body mist. Is that too niche? I don't think so. Sweet Pea's a popular one, isn't it? I never liked it. I don't know if I liked. I don't think I liked it. I think it had a weird scent to me. Lamplight and seat. There seems to be a mystery hidden here. Oh, it's just sit. Panorama members, lantern light, take a seat. I don't know what it said at all. Well, there's a lantern. So I sit in front of the lantern if Kaya. Yay! The lamplight and the seat. We got it. So it just makes a chest pop up? Okay, that's not that hard then. Wow, the treasure appeared once we took a seat. Yes, we have memento 1. Other than Mora, there's just this tattered bag in here. Could this be the memento? Paimon can't quite understand. Let's go back and ask Adia. Kaya, we need to get the story. Also, the music got so loud. Oh my god. I don't want to lower it though because I like it, but hopefully it's not too loud. Yeesh. Anyways, hi Adia. She says, back so soon? Such skilled treasure hunters. Paimon says the first cipher was too easy. We knew where to go immediately. It tells me where to go, so I'm kind of in the clear. Again, I hope this is like a mechanic we'll have in Fontaine where we have little puzzles like this where it's like lamplight, sit, seats and lamplight. And it's like, oh, sit at the table with the lamp. Paimon says, but what was with the memento inside the chest? It seems like it's from a person who gets hungry easily and stands outside restaurants enticed by the smell of food. The memento is their snack bag, right? I mean, food is very important to some people. Anyways, moving on. Adia says you're not completely wrong, but not totally right either. You're not wrong, but you're not right. The traveler who left this first chest was a disciplined warrior. When I saw him in the desert, he was covered in wounds great and small. It was clear he had survived a bitter struggle. A tired, hungry person would obviously be drawn to the smell of a restaurant. It makes sense such circumstances would inspire written words, even a few lines of poetry. It was really pretty. Paimon says, whoa, that's actually really different from what we thought. Why was he fighting in the desert? That's true. Adia says if I speak too much and add my own interpretations, it will color your perceptions and you won't experience their story as they wanted it told. Fair enough, that makes sense. But like also, once you put the story out into the world, death of a writer and all that. Anyways, the memento still has his notes. Take some time to read them if you're curious. Oh, we'll read them. We will read them because this is very easy, so we're gonna read them. Paimon says, okay, fine. In that case, you read it. You read it when you have time and then tell Paimon the important bits. Okay, thanks, Paimon. Adia says, let's move on. I want to share the cipher for the next treasure trove. This one says, a shooting star of vines carries me, traversing a forest so quiet and peaceful to finally arrive in secluded dreamland so pure. What do you think? Adia says. This one will keep you guessing. Activate all those smarts of yours and find the second treasure trove. I think before we go off on that one, we will look in the bags. Something about the cipher mentioning stars. It's probably in here, right? Yes. Because this one goes away on August 16th, which I'm recording this on the 13th. So we actually are going to read it. Oh God, it's so long. Okay, note in a tattered bag. I'm gonna read it. I'll put the time on the screen for when I'm done reading it if you don't care. Anyways, to the traveler who discovers this treasure, If you are reading this text now, you must have become one of Miss Adia's most esteemed guests. I'm kind of covering the text as well, but I'm not gonna move. I don't have it in me. The bag you find within the treasure chest is an old ration bag of mine. It accompanied me over mountains and hills and across vast, empty deserts, sustaining me for several decades. Please allow me to use it to pay you a warrior's tribute, as well as to give you my best wishes. I was once an ordinary mercenary who chose to live and fight in solitude. My reason for becoming a sellsword was simple. I wished to exact revenge on the bandits that terrorized the land. When I was still very young, my family's caravan fell to a bandit attack. My parents, who rode at the head of the caravan, never returned. That's sad, actually. I started treading this path to eradicate violence and greed. Swearing to eliminate the bandits to the last man, I set out to eliminate all the suffering they could cause. My methods were so extreme that even other mercenary groups could not understand my doings. All things were as they should be. Eventually, one day there would be no bandits, or there would be no me. If there's one bandit, if there's one hater of the bandits, I am one of them. Truly, that's what he's saying. I don't remember the full meme. But in a twist of fate, one day, I happened to track a group of bandits to their stronghold. An easy task, considering my experience. But this time, I recognized someone among this group of bandits. Many years ago, I'd once saved a youth who had lost his parents to the bandits. Though I believed that he'd come to despise the bandits even more than me, I somehow found him in cahoots with them. Cahoots. His hair unkempt and his face filled with relief at being recognized. He knelt before me and begged for mercy, recounting all the horrors he'd seen. And even as I stood there, shocked and flabbergasted, he had stabbed me with a weapon before melting away into the quiet night. Had Miss Adia not rescued me, I'd have perhaps become yet another dry skeleton in these sands. Was there any meaning to the life I had led? Oh, we're getting existential with it. Why would a victim of banditry go on to embrace their way of life? That actually happens a lot. It's actually kind of common that stuff like that happens. I'm not going to go super into details because it's also something I don't know like statistics on and stuff, but that sort of thing, like the person who suffered from bandits becoming a bandit, actually, that happens more than you would think. And not necessarily banditry, but we are in a fantasy setting, so do with that what you will. I think it also happened once before in Genshin, like in Lua or something. Anyways. Deep within the mirage, a youth shared their story against the flickering fire, their eyebrows knitted in a frown and their eyes full of tears. The lack of dignity, the agony of exile, and the loneliness in living all in one's own. Had I not harbored a burning hatred or inherited a small amount of family wealth, I would have likely become just like them. If the lid won't work, why don't we try our luck with the bottom? Miss Adia's words, as she struggled in vain to open a can, finally allowed me to piece my thoughts together. There are some evils in the world that can only be treated by removing their root causes. I know better than anyone the experiences that would drive someone to become a bandit. If I wish to stop them from going astray, I could begin by doing what I can to improve their circumstances. Yeah, something like that. I reckon it'll be a different kind of struggle from beating someone in a fight. It's far less direct, far more difficult, it requires far more thinking, but I believe it also benefit those in need far more. Anyway, all that is to say, I probably won't need this warrior's ration bag anymore. Look at him, making positive social change. We love to see it. I will leave it here as a testament to my determination as I set off on my new journey. We love positive change. Wow. Good for the warrior. Anyways, this next cipher mentions a dream. There's also a shooting star. Could have something to do with the choo-choo cart we rode. Okay, so we're going to the choo-choo carts. We are going to look nearby the choo-choo carts. We're going to teleport a little bit. We are back in business, people. Let's just head this way, I think. This should be fine. I'm gonna need to go get my water bottle though if I have to read all these notes. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. Definitely was not as long as the like thesis papers we had to read in Sumeru. Those took a minute. I might take a hot pause and go grab a water bottle though because oof, my throat hurts. Let's fight this guy. Why not? I see chest. I want to fight. Hello. This might be bad though because of the current team I am running. Let's ult with Kokomi. I need to go crazy already. Okay, we got this. Hydro Kokomi. Oh god, oh god. Hello. We're almost done. We're almost done. Got him. You got it, Kokomi. Good for you. I see more peaches. Was any of that necessary? No. Oh, Soul Blade. I don't know why. Something about this area just makes me want to explore. So we found something. We haven't activated this choo-choo cart before. Maybe this is it. Let's get on and see what happens. What if we read it? It's under maintenance. Oops, we're gonna get on. It's probably a bad idea to get on a ride that's under maintenance, but let's get on the ride. All right, I have my little controls, my little cruise controls that aren't really cruise controls. They are combat controls. I don't think we're gonna need them though. Oh, we're going in a cave. We are going in a golden cave. Nice. And we got 10,000 Mora. Nice. Not like I really need more right now. This choo-choo cart's track is going all over the place. It's a shooting star of vines. What kind of shooting star would leave such a winding trail behind it? I don't know. I see some ore though, so we're gonna grab that ore because I need my ore for the day. A recurring theme of me needing ore. Hold on, I just need to, there we go. Okay, run. No, no, there we go. Okay, it's no longer burning over here. Awesome. There we go. Oh, there's more ore. I like how we're in here for like a curio and I'm like, ore. Heck yeah, ore. I see more. More ore. I also think I really need to go get my bottle of water. My throat hurts after reading that first one. Oh my god. I'm back with my hydration. Okay. Okay. What are we doing here? Have we done this one? Clee, are you done? Are you done talking about fish blasting? Thank you. Thank you. Have we done this puzzle? I don't remember. I don't really know how to get up there though, so I'm gonna leave it for now. Oh, wait. Can I break that? What if I... Nope. That cannot be blown up. My bombs somehow ended up in the air. Okay. So I guess we do have to use the streaming projector. So I think we would probably have to move this box over here. I don't know how to get up there though. Let's give it a shot. I don't know. Let's just go in and give it a shot and see what happens. I think this will work. Maybe Clee was a bad idea, but I think we can climb. Okay, we got it. We're finally doing a preprint puzzle with Clee. I have not used Clee for any of these. I always say I will, but I haven't. Okay, now we have this one. Oh, let me, I tried to jump it because I just wanted to get the chest. We got 2 primo gems from that and a master great sword. I'm thinking though that this exit will lead us outside of the cave though. Did it? God, I don't know, but I need dendro. Oh, we have a dendrograina thing. Okay, awesome. I don't know where we ended up at all, but this is not where we went in. Oh, maybe that was where we were trying to get through. I don't remember at all. That does not count for anything. Good thing we have fish. Oh, now it's broken through. We need to go this way though. Dig? Ooh, an exquisite chest. Paimon's hunches are pretty spot on. We found the second treasure even though it was so well hidden, and there seems to be something inside it. There's some noise inside when we shake it. Oh, great. Okay, well, can I Kokomi this? Because I don't want to... I want the mushroom drops, but I don't want to activate them accidentally. We probably could use Kaya as well. I just don't trust him staying alive. I just want the normal fungal spores. That's the problem. Because I always use fish, and then they activate, and I can't use them. I want to keep going through the cave, though. Okay, now the grass is on fire. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Listen, I just need my ore. I never know how many 10 is, but we got 10. I don't need to worry about that anymore. 10 items, yay. What were we doing? My computer glitched. Report your success to Adia. That's what we were doing. Do we want to read this one? Can we do that yet? We can. Okay, let's read this one. Memento 2. A letter with lovely handwriting. Actually, maybe we should listen to Adia's description first. I think we should do that. All right, let's go back to Adia then. The fairgrounds. Is it the fairgrounds? I don't really remember. I feel like we should listen to Adia's description of it first and then go from there. Are we close? I don't really see that well. Okay, okay. Here we go. And down we go. Gotta land on the wood so we don't burn the grass anymore. Hello, Adia. She says, took you longer this time, huh? Guess you're enjoying solving the riddles. It's because I stopped to read the first one. So, what did you find besides Mora? A simple box is what we found this time. Paimon says, can we open it? But what if there's a creepy doll that pops out? Or fireworks that burst out with a bang? Paimon just wants to be jump scared, apparently. Adia says, ooh, yes. Adding surprises to mementos is a great idea. I'll suggest it to other guests, too. But in this case, this is the standard box that I provide to guests. The guest that left us behind was quite serious, though. So you can rest assured there are no shenanigans. She was a lost student who woke up one day and found herself in the middle of the desert. She stumbled across the Valyria Mirage whilst searching for landmarks. It seemed like she hadn't finished her schoolwork, so she couldn't stay long. I was flustered too, unable to show her proper hospitality. Even now, I feel guilty about it. Is this a student we know, maybe? Is it a Peja? Anyways, luckily, her standards were really low. Just sitting in a quiet place stargazing was enough. Her other request was to have a closed, secluded environment to rest in. So I found that cave for her. Before she left, I also sealed the cave with vines so that she could sleep there in peace whenever she wished. Paimon says no wonder the cipher mentioned a dreamland. No one would bother you sleeping in a cave like that. But waking up in a strange place, that sounds familiar. I'm just like, is it Hypatia? Maybe she was sleeping on a carriage and got thrown off, perhaps by a grouchy driver. As Adia said, Paimon thinks it would be best to wait until we've cleared our heads. Then we can try tackling the tale of the mysterious student again. Too bad, we're gonna read it right after this. There's just one chest left to find now. Let's finish all of the returning curios. If you really can't wait, go ahead and read it without Paimon. You're a fast reader. It should only take you a moment to read a couple pages. All right, Paimon, I won't spoil the surprise for you. And Paimon says, great. Paimon will drink some milk before sleeping, then take her time reading the stories to truly appreciate the student's extraordinary experience. Adia says, let's continue the returning curios, shall we? Listen carefully to the third treasure cipher. A blue, spotless ceiling, a floor of white candy, soft companions surround me. I too have wings. This is an interesting one. Ahem. Something so simple. Anyone would know where to go immediately. I don't. What? Well, it's easy to see at least. Reaching it, however, this should be fun to watch. Adia, what do you mean by that? Sounds like a child would use, where can we find blue rooftops? Could this be an analogy? Blue rooftop could be the sky above us. White candy floor could be something else. Paimon thinks that makes sense. Let's take a look at the highest point in the Valyria Mirage. We'll definitely find some clues there. So is it the wheel? I think it's the wheel. Anyways, we are first going to read the previous story from Memento 2, which is a letter with lovely handwriting. Oh, traveler whom I've never met. It looks like this one's shorter as well. I will put on screen the time to skip to. Anyways, the traveler, yes. If you're reading this letter now, you must be enjoying the wondrous sights of this place, just as I did in the past. May you encounter the sights of your dreams and learn much from the experience. I am a Rotawa student who fell asleep while observing the skies. Wait, is it Layla? Oh my god, I forgot about Layla. She's in the thing. We got a free Layla con. Is it Layla? Anyways, after finding myself here upon waking up, I decided to stay a while. The caretaker, Miss Adia, appears to be struggling with the need to repair some old mechanisms on the ground. She did not respond to my questions, but simply offered me a quiet place to stay, where I might get plenty of rest. Nevertheless, from the way others talk about her, I could tell that she is usually a generous host. It was understandable that she would not have the time to take care of me while being pulled in several different directions. I was unable to get an answer from her even as I packed up and left. She did, however, give me many gifts and invite me to try out this attraction, which is to say, I'm also quite new to this place and don't have a lot of insights to share. I can only wish you a fun and relaxing experience. You may get a slightly different experience if you were to observe the stars from here. Though the positions of the stars have not changed, their impressions on the sky appear far stronger, and it's much easier to make note of their characteristics. Maybe the special location and my good mood had something to do with it? After all, our field of vision is far wider here, and the air here is also less dry and more pure than regular air in the desert. Most importantly, this place is insulated from monsters and people of ill intent. If you ever have some free time, I'd strongly recommend that you spend some time here to observe the stars. The traditions say that I should leave something here as a testament to my stay, but I don't know what I can leave to you as a gift. I only brought some books, pen and paper with me when I came here, and I'll need all of them to write my thesis. Among the gifts that Miss Adia gave me was a sum of mora, which she recommended I use to purchase furniture, believing it would add warmth, beauty, and comfort to my abode. However, my place has already been filled to the brim with books and star charts. There's no more space for more furnishings, and either way, were I to cross the desert again to return to the academia, I doubt I could make the journey if I brought any more with me. These gifts will be better left to the travelers that will come after me, and thus, I waited for an auspicious day with wondrous omens before hiding them. Now, these gifts are all yours. I hope they will bring you serenity and joy, and pass on to you the protection and fortune of the starry skies. I think it might be Layla, because she's ended up in the desert before. I think it might be her, genuinely. So we have our last one over here, number 3 for returning curios. Let's head out. I don't really have much to say about that second one, except I do think it might be Layla, which would make a lot more sense because I was like, why the heck do we get a Layla con? But that now makes sense. We have wandering water droplets. For why? We have to search for the hydroeidolons. Maybe it's a water droplet. Let's follow it. Okay. What in the world are we doing? Oh, it tells me where to go still. Oh, I guess they're literally just being like Sealays and just being like annoying. Oh, where are you going? I can't fly that fast, my guy. What are we doing? I'm gonna have so many Satan Peaches after this. I just keep grabbing them. It's like they're right there. Stop going so fast. Why are you going so fast? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh god, I'm like running out of stamina. More peaches. What are we doing here? Please go back to the original spot, please. Okay, that's one. I'm teleporting back in. You can't stop me. Okay, so the next one is over this way. Maybe we should use Kaya for this. So we have a little bit more to use. This one's easier to get to because we just have little points. The water droplet turned into some special things. Okay, fish, you ready to go? Oh my god, where did they go? Weird. Where's the third one? Oh, it's over there. Please go back to your original spot, friend. I'm begging. Okay, that's number 2. Can we use the clovers to get back over where we were? Kinda. Oh wait, the next one's like farther away. Oh, we can just use these now. All right, this one we're gonna have to fight stuff, it looks like, because it got itself in a sticky situation. Okay, back on Kokomi, please. Please go back to Kokomi. Why aren't you going to Kokomi? Thank you. Oh my god, why is there who in the what? All right, not Twirly Whirly. What the heck are you? What if it just fell off the side? All right, can you go back to your spot, please? What the heck is that? At least now I can just teleport back in. No, no. Teleport, yay. That was a lot. That really was a lot. Didn't know I'd be doing as much reading. The water droplets can gather together, something or other. I don't know. There they go. Oh, what in the... What are we doing? We have a thing now? Go to location. That's so far, high and far away. Well, we have a little thing now, but we're over here? How am I supposed to reach that? Like, bestie, that doesn't really help me, does it? I guess we go all the way up here. I want to use Kaya. I'm biased. His new outfit is so pretty. I already really enjoyed Kaya. Oh, okay, that's how we get there. Were those there before? I really can't tell. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I don't think they were here before, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I cheesed to get up here. Oh my god, what in the... So, where am I? Hey friend, do you know where I go from here? So I don't. Do I need to get up there? So like, where do we go from here? Do I just go on one of the things? Okay, hold on. All right, I'm on the roller coaster. I'm getting closer to where I need to be. Okay, I think I did this right, because now it just says higher up. I definitely think I did this right. Good, go me. Go me. It's also so pretty up here. Wow. So pretty. Do I need to be over there? Oh, there's a fruit up here. Oh, we're getting farther away. I think I need to be over here, maybe? Yes. Okay, I'm going in the right direction. Weirdly enough, it is on this tiny little island. We are so high up. We might have missed the view here. We really might have. Gaze from afar. That is the wrong key. I fat-fingered. The valley looks completely different when you look down at it from high above. Wow, it is quite pretty. So pink. So this is where we dig? It is a luxurious chest. We found the last treasure. It is a blueprint. Paimon doesn't understand what's drawn. If you think about it, that cipher did pay attention to every key point. Let's ask Adia about it when we meet her. But then there's also this one. We can gaze. Pretty. The theater over there. This would be such a good way to end it, but we're not ending it here. The glowing mist. Pretty. It's so pretty up here. It really is. How nice. Wow. Well, let's go back to Adia. That was nice while it lasted. Let's go back and talk to Adia. That would have been a very nice way to end the whole event, and we might still try to end the videos up there, but I want to do Light and Shadow after this, so that's not going to be how we end it, because I want to do another one. I'm enjoying my side quests. I am. I just realized I don't have like a Sealy or anything equipped, because usually I have Pari. Sorush. Hold on, once we hit land again, I will equip Sorush. I was like, something's missing this whole time. It's Sorush. Also, is this a rock on a lily pad? You are not supposed to be there, friend. You're not supposed to be there, the rock on a lily pad. It would sink. Also, this barrel here, you're not supposed to be there. Okay, hold on. Sorush. There she is. I did this whole thing without Sorush. I can't believe it. Come on, Sorush. How did I get over here? I knew something was wrong. I had the bag food equipped, and I'm like, I usually don't have this equipped. What do I usually equip here? Sorush. Hello, Adia. I bring memento number 3. We are back with memento number 3. Paimon says, we succeeded big time. All 3 treasures are ours. And Adia says, oh, that fast? I knew you were no ordinary person, but I didn't expect it to be this easy. How was your experience? It certainly was high enough up, but great scenery on the way. It was some great scenery. Paimon says, whoever left that 3rd treasure behind is a child at heart. They used creative metaphors and their clues were right on the money. It's making me think Kaveh. It's giving Kaveh. Because she did mention that a blonde architect was here before. Oh, wait, so we go back to the stories from the Dia Reverie thing? Thinking back on that, does that mean Kaveh came here and told like an old story to the story people? The story Eidolons, and they kind of ran with it and made it like this fantastical like up house story, up house with balloons. Maybe. Let Paimon guess. Are they some kind of fairy tale author or something? I think it's Kaveh. Adia says, those aren't metaphors. They're just the real thoughts of a child. Oh no, it wasn't Kaveh at all. The one who left the 3rd treasure behind was actually just a young girl. Paimon says, wait, a kid? You're joking, right? Who let the kid in here? Yeah, how'd she even get up here? Was she here with someone? I don't know. Adia says that child overheard her parents talking about a hidden paradise up in the clouds, where all sorts of beautiful creatures like finches and crystal flies lived. So she secretly built a big kite, hoping to soar into the clouds and visit her flying friends. I don't know if it was because the wind was ignorant or if it was intentional, but the kite ended up being carried off course. Instead of soaring up to the paradise in the sky, it landed in the middle of the desert. Okay, so there was a traumatic experience involved. The child didn't find her finches and crystal flies, but she had a wonderful time playing with the gentle Hydro Eidolons, who became her squishy new friends. They're squishy. Paimon says, whoa, slow down there. You talk so fast that Paimon can hardly keep up. Paimon, I'm trying to actually not talk as fast, contrary to popular belief. For a kid to fly all that way on a giant kite, a lot must have happened along the way. You're going too fast, and it seems like we're missing out on a lot of details. Or maybe she just didn't leave any more details than that because she's a child? Adia says, look, I really can't explain the sense of wonder that kids feel during their adventures, so you'll just have to experience it for yourselves. Besides the message from the child, there are also a few pages from her diary, and the details are really something. I'm gonna have to read those, aren't I? I guess so. Anyways, before we get to that, there's still one thing left to do that is both full of ceremony, but also quite important. Shall we take care of that first? We will, but I'm gonna read number 3 first, because... Anyways, Paimon says, you're right! We found all the treasures, so now it's time to leave a treasure of our own behind. It's finally time! Let's put our heads together. Where would be the perfect spot to bury our treasure? We have to think this through carefully. I want to leave it in the cave. The cave I have to go to for the next quest. We can't be scatterbrained about it. So we have someplace high up in the Silver Bottle Courtyard, near the lake, or placing it at the entrance of the Valuria Mirage. Actually, I kind of like placing it at the entrance. Honestly, make it easy. Paimon says, the entrance? You mean... we'll put the treasure chest right by the door? Why not? Adia says, that's pretty direct. Interesting. This is the first time someone has suggested a hiding spot like that. Just make it easy. I'm lazy, you're lazy, I'll make it easy for all of us. But if you do that, won't it be too easy for other guests to find the treasure? If you bury it in the ground, no one's gonna think to start digging when they first walk in. Yeah, there's no need to make it too difficult for others. I'm lazy, you're lazy, we're all lazy. Paimon gets what you mean. Probably. Okay. She says, because we've struggled really hard to get treasure chests purposely stuck in hard to reach areas, right? You don't want others to suffer like we have. I'm lazy, you're lazy, we're all lazy. Work smarter, not harder. Paimon says that makes sense. Maybe we'll start a trend, and who knows? Someday we'll start finding treasure chests all over the place. We already have. Have you played this game before, Paimon? Let's go to the entrance of Valuria Mirage. Time to head out. This would be a great way to end. It really would. Adia says, hold on. Please take this first. This is a special box imbued with the power of the Hydro Eidolons, which can greatly extend the storage time of mementos and prevent them from deteriorating over time. So it's like a time capsule sort of thing, I guess. And as for the memento you choose, you can keep it a secret from me if you want. And Paimon says this really helps. With a fantastic container like this, we can store fresh things like fresh fruit and herbs and yummy food for a long time. I think I want to leave an assortment of berries and Zayton peaches because we have gotten so many during this quest. So I kind of want to leave that in there. But if we don't tell everything to Adia, will you still be able to pass along the cipher to other guests? Adia says it's all about mystery and surprise. The treasure you leave behind will become the crown jewel of the returning CURIOS project, every bit as impressive as the original Mora pocket watch. So maybe the real Mora pocket watch was the friends we made along the way. I can't wait to see what kind of guest will find your treasure and how they'll react to your memento. Will I be able to tell at a glance that this keepsake was left by you? I'm getting so excited. Oh, but Adia has given us so many surprises. Now it's our turn to return the favor. How wholesome and cute is this? So Paimon understands now. Then we need to choose a really special memento to make sure that Adia can understand what we're trying to say with just a glance. I don't know what I want to leave. I kind of would want to leave like my one fate that I have, but I want to use that, so we're not leaving it. And then Adia should write us a letter and tell us the good news. She says very well that it is settled. Okay. We're gonna read number 3 first, just because that's like the order I've been doing them in. Again, we have our memento collection box. I was like, why do we have 2? I will put on screen when I'm done reading number 3, the journal with juvenile handwriting. It does seem kind of long, actually. Anyways, hey there, youngster, or grown-up, or oldie, or whoever you are. I see you found my treasure and read my diary. I'm an inventor and adventurer. Even Miss Adia thinks I'm a genius, you know? I mean, I guess she did make the kite that somehow got her to the desert, so that's kind of impressive. This fantastic water park, she thinks it's a water park, is the furthest place I've reached so far. I've had a great time here. How about you? It's okay if you haven't been having fun. I'm sure you'll be just like me and find even more cool and distant parks to explore in the future. Is that foreshadowing? What are we getting in Fontaine? Anyways, according to Mama and Papa's story, there's a paradise for finches and crystal flies on top of a cloud. I made this kite to find that paradise and play with them. You'd be good friends with Klee, in a weird way. Anyways, but when I used the kite to fly, I couldn't find that paradise. Maybe it's because I wasn't flying high enough, but that's fine. I landed in the desert. made friends with a super cool, super huge red bird. Who? And even rode for a long way on the back of a huge creature with many legs. I think they call them scorpions or something. No, it's a scorpion. So it was the desert Sumer animals. So it was like the phoenix looking thing and one of the like electro scorpions. Anyways, back to our child's letter. Also, I met Miss Adia, who managed to convince the big red bird and the big scorpions to turn around and go back to sleep. And after that, she took me to this water park, where the flying balls of water were even more magical than the crystal flies. They gave me tasty apples, assisted me in my search for construction materials. The apple thing is kind of funny because there's a spot where you have to give apples to one of the Eidolons, but I think you're supposed to do that every day, and I didn't do it every day, so. Yeah, construction materials, helped me build a new kite, and even took me onto new adventures in mysterious places, so that I can see the scenery from super duper high up. Miss Adia said that if I were to become a super famous adventurer someday, then this place must be my first stop, the start of my journey. So, I drew the first super kite that I invented in my diary. Well, the blueprint of the thing anyway. Who knows? Maybe you'll also be able to visit many unexpected new places and meet many new friends after making and using it. Oh, and also, before you use it, please make sure to tie a lot of balloons to your body. This is important if you don't want to get hurt when you crash onto the ground. So like a parachute of sorts. I mean, she's a kid. The thought is there. Anyway, all the best of luck! May you fly even higher than I did with this kite, so then you find many sketches at the end of the diary. This must be the kite that the diary writer is referring to. While the handwriting is messy, the sketch is quite neat, so she's an artist. Cute. The featured design is well-shaped, has an effective weight-bearing skeletal structure, and many safety features. Look at her! Maybe she's an inventor. I wonder how old this story is. Because, like, is she in the academia now? That would be kind of interesting. It is apparent that only a highly educated child could have produced such a high-level design. Maybe the diary writer is the child of scholarly parents, and has been interested in engineering since early childhood. Unfortunately, as it has been designed by a child, the kite can also only be used by a child. It is too small, and unlike a glider, cannot support the weight of an adult for an extended amount of time. That'd be so fun if that was something we came back to though, like in Fontaine even, where we did have kites we could use instead of gliders. I don't think that that's a feature they would implement after this long, but it would be interesting. It would be a great time to implement mounts as a form of transportation. I'm just saying. Maybe it could become the perfect toy for Paimon if you were to dedicate a lot of time into actually building it. Using the blueprint as a reference, that is. The process will probably be quite painstaking for the inexperienced. Okay, so that wasn't as long as I thought it would be. All right, so next we have our box, and we have to go leave it by the location we picked. Oh, wait a minute. Go to the decided location to bury the treasure. This isn't the entrance. Is it the entrance? Maybe it is the entrance. I don't remember where the entrance is. I thought it was like, is this the entrance? Oh dang, maybe it is. Okay, well, oh yeah, this would be the entrance, isn't it? Here we go. We are, this would be a great way to end the whole series of Secret Summer Paradise videos, but there's one more thing I want to do. This is our returning Curios treasure site now. Yes, it is. Starting where we ended, or ending where we started. So we can investigate here. There's another memento hidden here. It's one of the pocket watches. Oh, so that means the other pocket watches are around in other spots, aren't they? Oh my god, we can read. There seems to be a message written on the paper. Again, I'll put the time on the screen when I'm done reading this, but we are gonna read it. I'm taking a water break first. So this person was as smart as we were. Oh, no, we did find one. I don't guess that we did it. Anyways, the font has a flourish to it, and the humor penetrates through the back of the paper. Oh, haha, it says, darn it. You managed to find the Mora pocket watch I hid so expertly. Well done, bravo. I tip my hat to you. Though someone as obviously talented and skilled as you must have noticed that this pocket watch is made in the shape of Mora, with a thin coat of Mora-colored paint. There's the kicker. By market standards, it's barely worth anything. Right now, I'm sure your mood has shifted pretty drastically, and you can't help but think, the treasure that started the whole returning Curios is just a piece of junk like this? And he even wanted people to imitate him? That adventurer who left the pocket watch is nothing but a giant fraud. But don't be angry yet. Allow me to explain briefly. The only reason why Mora has become the standard, unquestioned currency of choice, the Mora that circulates across the world, is because behind it stands the great and powerful without compare, the upholder of contracts, the fair and wise, allow me to omit the next 5,000 words of praise for Morax, and say that it is his credit standing behind Mora that infuses it with value. It's Zhongli, baby! Without his credit, it's just, a round piece of metal. It's just a piece of metal. And behind this pocket watch is my own journey over mountains and rivers, searching tirelessly. Millions upon millions of steps taken in pursuit of the greatest treasure of the desert. Dozens of novels would not be enough to tell my tale in full. So, I left behind this pocket watch that accompanied me throughout my entire journey, from when I was yet small. It's definitely not because this is all I've left on me. Not at all. What are you thinking? I love this one. They were right with the humor. There is a little bit of humor there. Perhaps one day, I shall become a renowned adventurer, and my fame will spread across Tavat. Then my reputation will stand behind this watch as well, and you definitely won't feel like you've been burned. Oh my god, he gets it. Of course, perhaps you understood all this long ago, and you're even stronger than I am. Perhaps you're already a big deal, but even then, my logic holds. This pocket watch will be the most ancient memento you found in the mysterious Valyria Mirage, and you will have given it greater value. So it wasn't Aether in the long run, it was just some dude. Anyways, so when you read this message from the me burying this pocket watch, it won't matter if we're separated by decades or centuries. Let us work hard and become the best we can be, and then we can spread my understanding of what creates value across Tavat, allowing everyone to live to the fullest. It's kind of nice, in a weird way. Anyways, it is signed by an adventurer who doesn't actually have much of a reputation. The signature is really, really fancy. It's kind of fun. That was fun, actually. Adia says it's not about the value of the treasure or the watch, but the stories hidden inside. Perhaps using monetary value is not the most fitting. That's fun, though. That is fun. We did find it, though. Fun! We dig up someone else's treasure. Could this be? Paimon, it is! We already read it, though. It's the legendary Mora pocket watch. I wonder, will a Mora pocket watch show up in every spot, or is it just this one spot? So, like, if I had picked a different area to bury my treasure, would the Mora pocket watch still show up? Kaya. But like I said, no one would think to look at the entrance. Why would you think to go back? Let's bury our treasure, though. What are we burying? Paimon says it's finally time. Paimon is getting a bit worked up. So what do you want to leave behind? We have a photo. I think I might pick a photo. A weapon. Or a sweet flower. I want to leave a photo. I think that's the cutest. You mean take a picture with the camera? It's just a picture. Would anyone really care about that? I mean, looking at what other people left. I mean, pictures may not be rare, but the important thing is we're in it. We're both pretty big deals. Okay, Paimon, or Lumine. I just wanted to leave a picture because it's sentimental. It's like a time capsule. Anyways, leave a picture and a little note about, like, one of our journeys. Because I feel like the story and the note is more important. And also, like, it's nice and pretty here. Just take a little breather to, like, write some of our stories down with a picture. Maybe throw in some other pictures we have along the way. It's giving March 7th a little bit. Paimon says, that's true. We've already accomplished some really amazing things. And it wouldn't be exaggerating to say that we're living legends. I think what's the note that we leave behind is more important. Let Paimon picture how excited those guests will be when they find our photo. I think they'll be confused. Well, it'll be okay even if someone who doesn't know anything about famous adventurers finds it. They can take our photo to the nearest town and ask around. Someone will set them straight in no time. After all, we're already famous and getting more so by the day. What foreshadowing is that, Paimon? Anyway, taking a selfie is a great idea. A selfie. We're taking a selfie. Selfies exist in Tavat now, I guess. You set up the camera, find a good angle, and take a bunch of photos with Paimon. Then you pick out the best one together. Cute! It does look great. I do, now that I've got that screen though, I do want to point out that Genshin in this event has been incorporating a lot of the click-through black screens, which I appreciate a lot because it gives me more time to read it and, like, make it more dramatic for video, because that's basically what I'm doing here by reading this, all this stuff. I'm trying to make it more interesting. And it's really hard to do that. When the text cycles through, you get like 15 seconds to read it and it just poofs. And I know in the version surveys before, I've actually said that, like, please make those click through because I appreciate it so much. Please do that. And there's been so many click through text black screens that I love that and appreciate that so much. I literally mentioned that multiple times in version event surveys because that is something I need so much because of what I do here. It's also lets me take in the information myself a little bit more, because if it just goes through really quickly, I'm like, what am I reading? I don't know what we're doing, guys. Anyways, this one looks great. Yep, we took our selfie. How ironic. I'm here taking selfies of Paimon in Genshin, and I don't take selfies IRL. I don't. How ironic is that? Anyways, this reminds Paimon, we should take more photos together in the future, so we have even more treasured memories. I'm afraid of the foreshadowing there, Paimon. Maybe one day, when we're running low on Mora, we can choose some pictures, make a photo album, and sell it for a pretty penny. It sounds like The Sims to me. Together with Paimon, You choose a memento and place it inside the storage box that Idia provided. As you are writing your message, you have a deep discussion with Paimon about what to include in addition to your brief description of your memento and why it is special. I say we leave some of our stories. I think that's the more important thing. Your experiences in Valyria Mirage were so rich and colorful that you didn't know which one to choose. Even the sights and sounds inside the Valyria Mirage are spectacular. I guess we could leave those stories, but like, I think our other stories are better. Ultimately, you settled on a blessing for companionship and happiness without worry. To the traveler who finds this chest, may your travels be filled with joy and free of care, and your companions always by your side. Enjoy your time vacationing within the Valyria Mirage. That's nice. Paimon says mission complete. The ultimate treasure of returning Curios has been buried. It's a strange feeling, planting the seeds of a story for the future instead of uncovering something left behind by an unknown predecessor, and you can even see like the little dirt pile over here. But hopefully we'll see those seeds sprout soon. Interesting. Wait, it's a strange feeling, planting the seeds of a story for the future instead of uncovering something left behind by an unknown predecessor. Is that a note? That could be a mention to Fontaine, because in Fontaine, we do have a new Hydra Archon. Based on what Adia said, how she was from the time of the old Hydra Archon before they passed, this could actually be we are planting the seeds by the end of the Fontaine Archon quest. Could mean that we are planting the seeds for a better Fontaine going forward in the future with, who is it, Farina? That could actually be the whole thing. That could be Fontaine, which I think would be a really fun an interesting route to go, because I already said I want like a riot or something. I want immense drama, but I do want it to end on a happier note, because I want Natlan to end on a bad note, like a very dramatic, like character death adjacent note. And so then when we get to Shinasnaya, it's like insane, buck wild, crazy. That's kind of what I want at this point. Give me false hope in the end of Fontaine, and also we kind of have some false hope in Sumeru now that everything's gonna be great. I want something dramatic, okay? I want drama. I want something Honkai Impact 3rd adjacent. Anyways, hopefully we'll see those seeds sprout soon, yeah. And Paimon says they'll definitely bear fruit. Now we just have to wait for Idia's response. I wonder if that'll ever come back. Will we finish returning Curios? Oh my god, look at my EXP! What am I at? Hold on. I'm at 229,560. In order to get to 56, I need to have 232,350. Hold on, I can't do quick maths on that. But at this point, I have to check that on the calculator. This is ridiculous. We're doing literature, we're doing math, everything in this video. Stay in school, kids, because you're gonna need those skills, apparently. I did this wrong. I put the first number first. That's not how subtraction works. I need 2,790 more adventure EXP. You've got to be joking me. That is so much. What the heck? So I think we did returning Curios, but before we end this video, yeah, I do want to go talk to Adia one more time, just because I do want to see if she has anything to say about the former Hydra Archon, but I have to remember how to get there. I think it was this one. It was really nice when I had a spot specifically to go to. How do we get there? I think it's over here. Yeah, I think it's over there. Actually, let's fly from over here, maybe? I don't know. Actually, I think from this route, I can just walk. I think actually this is easier. Well, now I'm flying, but yeah, I think that's her stall. Yeah, because I see Kokomi and Kaya. Thank God. I just want to talk to her and see if she has anything else to say about Farina or the old Hydra Archon and all that. Hi, Dia. Emergency huge news. Oh, we can tell her about the pocket watch. Paimon says we found a pocket watch. Look, is this the legendary Mora pocket watch? It's golden shiny. She says, let me take a look. You really found it? Is this ordained by destiny? Not the destiny. Not the destiny. The ultimate prize left by the mysterious adventurer was found by the legendary traveler. I sense some sort of spiritual legacy. Maybe it was Ether. Does Ether talk like that? I don't know. Paimon is really happy to be praised like that, but Paimon is more curious about what happens next. Will it trigger a hidden event? Hidden event! I love a hidden event! Adia says nothing like that. Actually, it never occurred to me that someone would find this pocket watch. After all, even I forgot where it was buried. But it's valuable on its own, right? Right? Additional rewards from me are unnecessary. Anyway, I'll be writing this down with just the right amount of flair, of course. I'll transform it into an exciting and thrilling story for my future guests. Oh, Adia. Now, the treasure you buried will be replacing this Mora pocket watch. I honestly think the Mora pocket watch is more cooler than what we left, but anyways. Paimon says, that's right! We talked about that too. It's about the stories hidden inside the treasure. Anyway, let's study this watch a little longer. I already did study it, actually. Idia, please write a really exciting story about us. And Idia says, don't worry, leave it to me. Cute. I still want to try to talk to her. She says, welcome to the Valyria Mirage. I hope you can relax and enjoy some respite from your tiring journey. That's how I would have greeted you if things had been different. It's hard to believe how much has happened. There we go! There we go! So, she says, Since everything's fixed now, I thought, better late than never. What do you think? Pretty professional, huh? I hope that there's more we can ask her, because we can ask her about preprints, Oceanids, and Rodea? I think it's Rodea, which is the Oceanid in Liyue that we fight for the Oceanid drops. That one that everyone hated for a really long time. And then we got more bosses that suck more. Anyways, we'll start with preprints, I guess. I'm gonna kind of skip through preprints, maybe. Do you want me to explain the underlying theory? I don't actually know that much about it. In short, a preprint is like an idea. Think of it like how a plant should grow it's imprinted in its seed, or how a bird will spread its wings is determined while it's still in its egg. We're not gonna dig into that. Things follow these instincts and rules that are programmed into them and become that which we see around us. Perhaps the blueprints of all things were created at the very beginning. Adia, circle back to that one. Explain. A preprint is like those blueprints, and the light reflected through the bottle transforms them into the entire Valyria mirage. But this kind of magic only works within the confines of the bottle. Okay, all right, give me more. What is next? Oceanids. Tell me about Oceanids. She says, are you wondering why we fled Fontaine? Yes, I am. It feels like it happened a lifetime ago. The reason for our flight, it would be the water. The waters of Fontaine changed into the Oceanids. Now the waters there are full of pain and hatred. Ooh, interesting. Drama. For us, if we wanted to live, fleeing was the best choice. Oh, it was then that became lost and fainted in the desert. I must say, this desert is really just too vast. I would have liked a little bit more elaboration, Idia. What happened in Fontaine? So tell me about Rodea of Lodge, Rodea. Have you met her? Have I met her? I'm afraid to fight her. Looks like she finally found a place for herself. Chinxla Village? Is that in Liyue? You really have gone far away, Rodea. Is that it? I don't get any more from Idia. All right, keep up the good work. She says I will. Work hard. And please do enjoy the human environment here. You'll rarely come across such a place in the desert. I wanted more. I guess that's all we're getting. That's our only Fontaine drop. Oh, it's kind of scummy. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted more info on Fontaine. I'm not gonna lie. I think I mentioned it before, but I think last year's nod to Sumeru before we got to Sumeru was really cool. But this isn't. Anyways, can I could put my Pari in front of Adia's face. I feel like that's mean though. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. There's Sowish goes. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I will be doing the Light and Darkness quest after this because I'm like, there has to be more about Fontaine. Like, obviously Fontaine drops in a couple of days. I can literally just wait. Do we want to? We probably should do it just because of the Primo reward. I think I'm gonna do this one for Primos because also I still need to do a combat event, or no, the mirror event. That's not combat. I thought it was combat. And maybe we'll do that in the next video too. I don't know. There will be one more Genshin video from 3.8. I did lie quite a bit, but it's fine. Anyways, that's it for this video. I'm gonna go behind the stall with Idia. I'm gonna go stand back there with her. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Wait, I got it. I got this. I'm so smart. Am I smart? I don't think I can do it this way because I want to be, yes, no, I want to zoom out from Kaya. Kaya, I want a picture with Adia, but it's not letting me. No. Where's my Star Rail camera when I need it? Okay, maybe we have to do it this way. Maybe I have to stand in front. Okay, so we'll go right there. Sora's just gonna dance around, I guess. I'm trying so hard with this. There we go. For whatever reason, it wouldn't let me do it anywhere else. But we can get a picture like this. Please look at the camera, Kaya. Look at camera. Thank you. And this is how we're ending the video. What is it? Control H? There we go. Perfect. You don't see a thing. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below. Oh, I'm covering Adia. Oh no! I messed it up. I messed the whole thing up. Forget the whole thing. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.